Right now, this folder is empty. No skills, no manifest, nothing. And in about 9 minutes, this same empty folder ships the exact commit that pushes this video's code. That's not a metaphor. This channel ships every video in this series through this exact commit plugin. And today, you watch it get built from zero. Live the fast way. No agents yet, no hooks. Just skills doing the work directly. It'll work. It'll also be wrong in one specific way, and I'm not gonna hide that from you. First decision, where the files go. The manifest lives at a fixed path. .claude plugin/plugin.json. Skills, agents, hooks, every real component folder sits at the plugin root next to that .claude plugin folder, not inside it. None of them get listed anywhere in the manifest either. Claude Code just discovers them by convention. Get the location backwards though, and Claude Code loads the plugin, finds 0 components, and says nothing. No error, just silence. The manifest itself is mostly metadata. Name, description, version, author. Ours is name, committer, author, me, version, 0.1.0. Because this build hasn't earned a 1.0 yet. There's also an optional peer dependency field. You could point it at an issue tracker and let PR creation auto-link a ticket, but that's a whole integration of its own, and it's beyond what this repo needs today. Files exist now, still empty though. Next question. What goes inside the one skill a user's allowed to call by hand? A skill.md needs exactly 2 things in its front matter, a name matching its folder, and a description. Claude matches that description against what you type to decide when to auto-invoke the skill. Everything else is optional. But the orchestrator leans hard on 3 of those optional fields. The model field, set to haiku, pins the skill to haiku. Specifically, no matter what model your session is running. That's not a suggestion. The field forces it, and your session reverts back once the skill finishes. The user invocable field, set to true, is what makes this the one skill you can call by name. The allow tools list gets scoped down too. Just skill calls into the 4 subskills. That's the orchestrator pattern from back in episode 2. 1 visible entry point. Everything else, internal. But the routing logic isn't in this file at all. A shell command runs the instant the skill loads, before the model reads a single word of prompt. That command inspects real state. Is this a Git repo? Is the branch protected? Is the tree clean or dirty? Is there already an open PR waiting? It collapses all of that into exactly 1 injected block, a pipeline block, naming the 1 or 2 stages to run next. Discover, then push. Or, if the tree's already clean and pushed, straight to PR. The model doesn't reason about which subskill to call. It just executes the block it was handed. That's the same injection pattern from episode 7, doing real dispatch instead of a demo. And each stage it names is its own skill, running the exact same way. 4 subskills answer that pipeline: config, discover, push, and PR. None of them are directly callable by a user, and all 4 are pinned to haiku. Every one of their skill.md bodies is almost nothing. 1 injection line, 1 instruction, execute what the script says. Discover reads the git diff and turns it into a structured commit plan, grouped by what belongs together. Push runs the git push, updates branch state, then chains straight into PR, which drafts the pull request and opens it. Config sits underneath all 3, holding the settings. The other stages check before they act. 4 stages, 1 model tier, no delegation. The model that reads your diff is the same model that runs the git commands off the back of it. Whether that's a good idea is a question for later. First, the piece the other 3 quietly depend on. Config is the plainest of the 4 skills, and also the one whose job outlasts a single run. It reads and writes 1 file, the plugin's own settings file. That's where the GitHub integration toggle actually lives, the exact flag push and PR check before either one ever calls GH. Flip it off once in that file, and it stays off on every run after, not just this one. Config also runs 1 sanity check before anything else moves. Is the GH command line tool even installed? No GH, no PR stage, and the pipeline says so up front instead of failing halfway through a push. It's boring on purpose. Boring is exactly what you want, holding the one setting every other stage quietly trusts. With that settled, the interesting work starts 1 skill over, turning a messy diff into an actual commit. Discover doesn't invent commit style. It reads a reference file, commitstandards.md, encoding the conventional commit spec, type, optional scope, subject, under 72 characters, imperative mood, fix maps to a patch release, feat maps to minor, a breaking change footer, on any type, maps to major. That's not a style preference. It's the exact rule your Semver tooling reads. One thing the reference deliberately skips: commit trailers and attribution. It defers that to Claude Code's own system prompt instead of duplicating it. Small detail, but it's the difference between a reference file that stays current and one that quietly drifts out of sync the first time that convention changes. So, Discover knows what a commit should look like and how to group one. What happens after it writes one? Push does the boring part well. Git push, then update the stored branch state, then hand off to PR. PR creation runs through GHPR create, which prints the created pull request URL the moment it succeeds. Title and body get passed explicitly, so there's no interactive prompt blocking a Haiku tier skill that can't answer one. GitHub access has two supported paths. One is the GHCLI, authenticated once up front. The other is the GitHub MCP server, with a fine-grained token scoped to just contents and pull requests. And if you don't want GitHub touched at all, config already covered that, one flag, and the whole integration's off. 4 skills, 1 pipeline, and right now, nothing's stopping us from running it. Point this at something real: a scratch repo with a genuinely messy, uncommitted diff. 3 unrelated changes tangled into one working tree. Discover groups them into 3 separate commits, not one giant one. Push sends them up, PR opens automatically. Title and body already written. No prompts, no back and forth. Empty folder to open pull request in 4 skill calls. Every step runs inside a Haiku tier skill, executing a script's decision, not reasoning its way through Git from scratch. And it works, which is exactly the problem I need to talk about now. Here's the old belief this channel's been building toward across this whole series. Haiku handles the mechanical, script-driven steps. Sonnet handles synthesis and ambiguity. You never let one model do both. So what did we just build? 4 skills where the same Haiku call reads your diff, decides how to group it, and then executes the Git commands based on its own read, analysis, and execution. Same model, same turn, no isolation between them. Take Discover specifically. One Haiku call reads the whole diff, decides which lines belong in which commit, and then is trusted to be right about that grouping, with nobody else checking its work. Episode 10. Name this exact shape. A skill file that mixes step-by-step workflow with reasoning. All of it loads into context on every single call, whether you need it or not. That's not a hypothetical anti-pattern I'm warning you about. This exact shape is what just grouped that diff, pushed it, and opened the pull request, and it worked anyway. Working and well-architected are not the same claim. The fix already exists, just not in this folder yet. And it's the same pattern B shape from episode 11. Discover splits in 2, a thin skill that hands off, and a separate agent on Sonnet that actually reads the diff and reasons about the grouping. That agent preloads its own reference skill at startup, since agents don't automatically inherit whatever the parent skill already loaded. Execution becomes its own agent too, back on Haiku, restricted to exactly the commands it's allowed to run, under rules it can't talk itself out of. BR, drafting gets a third agent, read-only, and it never calls GH itself. Same 4 stages. 3 of them just stopped being the same call. 3 hooks close what's left. 1 sits on every bash call and can block a dangerous command outright. A hard stop, not a warning. 1 refuses to let the turn end until a commit gets proposed. 1 runs at session start and cleans up whatever the last session left behind. Branch state stops living in the model's memory too. It gets written to disk instead, so a new session can pick up exactly where the last one stopped. 3 agents, 3 hooks, real persistence. That whole version is part 2. Subscribe if you want to see this exact plugin get refactored live, gap by gap, instead of just described. Everything from today's build is one plugin folder away from becoming that. Links in the description.